Good morning. Hi. Welcome to the Wise One. I'm your host, Lady Caren. I guess it should be Lady Caren. Side lady. I call it side. That's what Wise Fast gets. Today, we are going to crochet today. Uh, do you want to watch? Do you want to watch me crochet? Anybody? Everybody want to watch me? Maybe. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Yes, no. I need more practice with AFL, with signing, and somebody to sign with. Still need it. Oh, I got all nice and warm, and now I am too warm. Here is my this one. Yes, that goes with that one. Which is pretty though. Okay. That can't be 10 ounce. Heh. I can't do it. 10 ounce, but I'm working. Okay, so now we have blankets. As I can find. Oh, there it is. This so far with the acrylic Lions brand bundle, and then I have. Where's the other bundle? Okay, so this is the second. So I did a bonus bundle. I just dropped those and lost those forever because you can't get to them. And then we have, for the second one, we have another mandala, but not a bonus pack. It's just a mandala acrylic by Lions brand. This one is 5.3. Wait, I think. Oh, I think I have the wrong size hook. I started with a larger hook, slightly, like a hair flight fraction. Larger hook or something, because comparatively, if we look at these two, these stitches versus these stitches, I've been doing this pattern that I came up with in my head that may be already out there. I don't know, but for my head, it was like, oh, this makes sense. Probably made sense. Somebody else made it. I would do like so I did a chain row, and I did a couple of single stitches that I did a double, half double, or two doubles, and then I did singles, but I did like singles in each of the doubles. I did two singles in each of the doubles. Okay. Anyways, and then I'd do the other one with like three or four singles, and then a double, and a half double, and then I did another row, another 4 or 5 rows with a single, then a double, then a half double. And I did like 6 or 7 with a single rows, and then a double, then a half double, and then the other one was like 7 or 8. So I'm doing like more rows of single. I'm making more rows of single than a double and a half double, and it's a pretty pattern, and I like it so far. Yeah, and then also we've got an additional project with a hood for my. It's just a weird hat. Notice that if you get a hood, like I wanted a hood. This is on a hoodie. This is on a shirt thing that's later under here. So I'm trying to make a hood for my youngest. That's pretty, which is, and yeah, it's this Mandala bonus pack from Lions brand acrylic. And as gorgeous as bold, and it has pink in the beginning color. So I'm just, starting to get through that pink. It's this hood, and it's through here, and it's got ribbon that I don't understand what I'm doing at all. And then they're gonna have like tassels. And I don't know how this goes. This looks like it's too small for her. The girl had 7 weight. This is a 10 weight. So I don't know. But she had huge huge thread, yarn. She had huge yarn. So here I'm in the part where I don't understand what I'm doing. So it's yarn over for a double, but I'm doing a back stitch around a post. I hadn't heard of that, so pull it through. Let's see if I can pull it through. Okay. Nope, I didn't. Because I did on the other side, on the flip side, I did the front side of a post. Okay. And then I finished my double. And it's supposed to create a ribbing. But I don't know what I'm doing. And this. Got lost. Kind of went with something. And I should consistently went with whatever, if it was a mistake, to consistently go with that mistake. Because it looks different. Okay, and then you go in and you set in every stitch. So I don't know if I'm making this smaller or bigger, and I should have counted the stitches. We're getting to the point where I got a little lost and confused. Pull these through, pull this through. All right, and then go through every stitch with a double. And the back of the post. Instead of this way around the post, it's just got to be the opposite of the flip side, the last row, so that when you turn it the same way, they're all consistently the same way. Oh, I gotta go find that creator so I can give her credit, put the link below, and let you figure out and tell me, like, oh, this is what it's supposed to look like. I gotta put the her thing in there and give her credit because it is not mine. It is not my pattern. I just wanted to give my child a hood so that she can wear it like a hat. And it's pink hood. It's little red writing, pink hood. She, but yeah, I like the colors that are blending together. I mean, it's not like these are my favorite colors, just Africa's colors, but these colors together, going like this, it's not about nice earthy tones. So with my natural hair color, sometimes nice earthy tones are good. They're rich and wonderful, and they don't have any less value than the other bright colors. Trying to think. So we're going through Today, trying to develop routine or a structure. Or trying to, not a rigid structure, but a type of structure, a type of day, a type of knowing what to expect. Going, oh, today is Monday, so on Monday we do this and this and this. And I know it's coming, and I know what I need to get ready, and I know, and I've got something in my eye that you shouldn't rub your eyes, I realize. All I know is that when I get out of bed, I gotta make the coffee. Oh, let's get. I'm gonna put the camera down so you can see more of the stitching. I'm getting through the mess. Now you can see there's bookcases and stuff, and there's things that I gotta sort through there, and other totes that I need. And I'll get through. It's slowly, surely. And you guys wanted to watch, wanted to watch me clean on the YouTube channel. So this is a podcast. I'm not sure how the podcast works. All I know is that I put a bunch of stuff in the description below on how to get to all my other websites. I haven't done that yet. That's what people talk about. You can find me in the description below, is what I keep hearing on other podcasts. I haven't had anybody go with me for a while. That's okay. You always just keep crocheting. And a lot of times what you can do, what is the most magical part of crocheting or knitting or not magic, this is fun. And it doesn't have to be magic, it's just something that people can do. So you can put your thoughts like, I hope we can stay warm, have a good roof over our heads, that our family can stay in touch with each other forever for whatever our needs or wants, and spend time together. The kind of thing like that. You put that together, and with each stitch, any kind of stitch, I hope my family has good health. I hope that my children find their happiness, and I hope for them that they navigate this world, and that this world can be for them what they make it. That kind of thing. You kind of just go through that, and that my fiance and I can love each other forever and be able to communicate well forever and build our trust and the things in our relationship that our relationship needs. And you kind of just put these things in here. And it's those thoughts of while you were doing it, and you stare at it, and those thoughts can bubble back up while you're using your blanket or the hood. I could put out lots of she's just gone through an accident, had her stitches, and it's a traumatic experience. So I can put lots of healing and lots of may should be guarded against injuries. Cause her injuries or bad health that would cause her to be in the ER again. Those are adventures, but those are expensive with the way healthcare is going, is it not? It's, yeah. But that way they can live, disease free and live in good health and good financial. And we could use good financial stability with our needs provided, and our desires acquired, that kind of thing. And those kind of things, if you get them ruminating, and this is what you want, this is what you want, this is what you want. It's a manifestation thing. The way that works, here's the science of it. It's not very magical, mystical, and oh my god, the weird things that come out the mouth of those who like, what is that called? Law of attraction. They're like, yes, manifesting. Yes, attract to what you focused on that and you draw that. and it feels like it's drawing it in. It's more like you're drawing yourself to some things. You start thinking, I need to be faster in getting ready in the morning for work. I understand those because I understand those who are like, they wake up and it's late and you have to get right to work and you have enough time to throw on clothes or just straighten the clothes you fell asleep in. And the stress, did your phone charge? And before there were chargers and phones and things like that weren't so common. Tell you how, did I just date myself? It's carbon date. Oh, I just gave you a carbon dating. I'm so old. Everybody likes to tell me yes. But the thing is, what this does is the stuff that you're inviting into your life, is to say, the stuff that this law of I don't know the actual law of attraction culture, whatever that is, but what it really works is that your ideas and your thoughts and your way of doing things and your morals and everything that you believe, your core belief and your core actions and your um, core actions, thoughts, beliefs, and results, and ways that you interact with the events that occur to you as much as occur in them, and your type of discipline or teaching or ways of learning of what to do in these situations. And you want to change the results so that you're, say, less miserable. That is a very common one. We will address that. There's a ton. Positive, negatives, all sorts of all around there's a spectrum of them, of anything and everything that you could want. For as many people as there are so many things you want to achieve. So you want to achieve, say, let's simplify this with an example. So you want to achieve good health. And if you want to eat junk food, and you want to sit on your little tuchus a lot because that's what you have in your life. Who knows? Who cares? We are not judging. I am just showing you how to change that. And you have issues, whatever it is that you have issues with being, that is not your happiness, that is not your goal. You are not happy with the results of your ill health, and you want good health, and you want so you are manifesting or working on or attracting good health, not just any good health, but what your brain, body, and soul and subconscious and consciousness has deemed the words good health, which you associate with as good health. So it's not just any good health, it's what you believe is good health. So you could have been taught that good health is eating fruits and vegetables 5 times a day and going on marathons and running and that kind of thing. It doesn't. Who knows? Everybody's good health is different. Is there as many good healths as there are people on this planet? Definitions. Some of the exactly the same in a slightly different degree. We have so many genetic codings and fingerprints and ear prints and heartbeats. Yeah. So you keep saying, I want to be in good health. You mantra it, or you put little notes for your subconscious to understand, because your consciousness is not yet doing the good health. Your consciousness says, oh, we need good health. We want good health. Good health is for us. We're going to do the good health. Good health. And so you manifest good health. You write it down. You visually journal it. You find, your art and you put it in your art, your stories that you weave, your fabric that you create, or whatever it is that resonates with you, that speaks to you, whether it's drum beats and music, whether it's whatever artistic flow, or whether it is just sitting there writing and following along in a self-help book. It tells you to eat to a better you, um, or to walk to a better you. A kind of following along was your way of doing things, and somebody has already been in good health, and this is how they did it. Either or, you follow and you start this path of good health, your good health. Remember, so as you're going along with, I want good health. I'm going to do good health. Good health. Okay. So then you're telling yourself, good health. Your subconscious says, okay, we want good health. So you're going to probably eat better, or find books on eating better, or find YouTube videos on eating better, and surround yourself with things that you consider good health. Then good health will come to you. You go towards things that are good health, the gym, apps. And then for some people, they wonder, oh no, a week or two later, it didn't work. I'm falling off the diet. You went to what you thought was good health, but did you go to what your subconscious learned was good health? That you had happiness is a key to good health. Somehow you had learned in your early childhood before you could talk that happiness is the key to good health. And you weren't happy eating that healthy food and going on those long, boring walks. So your subconscious has learned, no, this isn't good health. Your higher self. So you didn't fail. You ate the food that made you happy. You did the activities that were making you happy while you were doing the activities because you were familiar with the activity, and therefore that was happiness. It wasn't the type of happiness or the total happiness of getting up and moving around, but it was a happiness, a familiarity that you liked and comforted by, and brought you safety and brought you what your subconscious and your body thought was, well, good health. So you had to learn. So you try again. Something different, the same thing over again. People think that that just leads to craziness, but I'm telling you, those scientists that are crazy that do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. I have it. No, that's fine. Okay. So you don't have to. So in order to achieve good health, you align your conscious and your subconscious with the way you handle what happens to you, or you walk and you no longer assume. If it was for you, that to went to good health was to not eat all those wonderfully delicious smelling baked goods that you smell as you go down the streets of that long walk that you take for your better health. You avoid walking down that street and smelling the delicious baked good that brought you such happiness. Mm. Until you learned that there was happiness to find in eating good food, because you lost the weight and that brought you happiness. And you learned that you had mobility that brought you happiness. And that's the type of happiness that you wanted, that you needed, and the kind of happiness where this is my life now. So those were the ones that you succeeded. But it's more like you think of something and you get attracted to and comes into your life these things that you're striving for, you're grabbing for, you're wanting, you're saying good health, good health. So these good things come into your life, and it feels like a windfall. You win some sort of resort for good health, and you're taken away from all the things that have left you miserable that you did in the moment of what you thought was happiness, that you felt was happiness. And you may have become successful that way. It's just how that goes, and it looks like it's choreographed from the universe because you put those thoughts there for you to think about every time you pass to where you put those thoughts, that space that you put those thoughts in. And it's pretty powerful. So it builds what's also called an association. That's one way that some people work, is that you build an association. Like reading and writing have an association with for English, say the letter representing M. That letter that represents the letter M makes an association of a sound. So you can learn to read mandalas. So every time you run across that M, you get a. That's the association. You think good health. You associating and building good health things that you associate with good health, such as good food or good exercise. And the rest kind of fall like dominoes. Good sleeping habits, and they perpetuate each other like those little marbles. And you put in, so it's not so much like this mystical, weird. I wouldn't say hoodoo and voodoo because that culture. I haven't learned enough to say, well, this is voodoo hoodoo. This is a woo 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 magical. No, no. Hoodoo is an actual culture and way of practice, and so is hoodoo and voodoo and all the other, you know, ones of magical practice. And that people are like, oh, this thing that I know nothing about, that's what it is. It's magic, or it's science. Which bothers me when people say it's because of science or science. Though I'm subscribed to a Because of Science channel. The guy is an entertaining Because Science. I love that show. But to me, it's not because science. It's not. Their science isn't magic. But then they started, that word that they would have inserted. Oh, it's magic. No. It's science. It's science. Science, just like magic, was a process. It was work. It was things that you did and practiced over and over and over and over and over. And that XP. So a science experiment gets some XP, and then it starts having some understanding, and then we spread the knowledge and the wealth of knowledge of what scientific process resulted. So to me, it's not just, it's because of science that annoys the crap out of me. It's because what it is to me to be like, what I have a problem with is that it's not because science, some mystical hyped up word. It's because of scientific research, because it is tested. And it is what we know now based on the results and factors and understanding of those facts and those test results. We are learning more and more every day, and we are relearning the things that we need to revisit. And it is important. It is because of chemistry research. It is because of biology. It's understanding of how this works. It's because we tried and tried again, retried, changed things, changed factors, variables, and we retried and we wrote down the results, and we asked other people who may have experienced the same experiment and what happened to them, what they do, how well did they do this, look at this, look at our results, look, see here, what you see about it, what you hear about it, what do you do about it, what do you know about it, what do you experience, how did yours go, um, and then how does the community of people who do things of just testing over and over and over again and testing specific things, their field over and over and over again, to look at the research and the way that the research is written. And they filter all that through over and over and over and over again. So yeah, that is, it's not because of science, it's because of scientific research. It's because of scientific labors and trials and errors and the process. It's not because of knowledge, it's because of learning. Knowledge is the result of learning. Scientific research is the work, and the result is our better availability to hopefully better medical care, better, safer products, understanding world around us, better understanding ourselves in this world, and understanding what's out there. It's not any less divine. Just to let you know, it doesn't take away from a higher power we have in ourselves, a higher power that just exists. I had to learn that the hard way. But yeah, it doesn't take away from that. You can learn all about science, and it doesn't take away from what we it just takes away what we understood before about after we were fed so many different infos about, religion, religious figures and things. It doesn't change. It existed. Science existed at the time. Not science. The things that we studied in science existed the same time the biblical stories came out. It's not like, oh, gravity started as soon as, Newton. This is a horrible example, but like as soon as Newton's got hit in the head by an apple, it's not when gravity started. It's just our understanding of gravity started around that point. And it's going to continue we're going to get more knowledge and more knowledge and more knowledge the more we go along. So there's a science to manifesting or understanding how the human behavior works, because that's important. It's not, oh, that's just because love is just chemicals. No, if it were just chemicals in your brain, they would go off for inanimate objects, people. They would go off at a certain time of day, maybe, or a certain reason. I mean, it would just be biological. Oh, it's that time. Just find the closest partner. Oh, that person's maybe compatible. No, it's the compatibility without learning about that compatibility that you have for another person to meet your needs or whatever it is that you desire, then they're not going to set off the chemical reaction. The chemical reaction is not going to go off if there isn't something there for a type of love or a type of need or a type of connection. So that's the important part. The chemicals are a result of love, not the cause of love. The reaction, chemical reaction. So our understanding is a result of the higher power, not the cause. Not the result of not causing the higher power. The science isn't displacing a higher power. It's helping us understand a higher power, and in the universe, so that we don't have these misconceptions. But yeah, let's go check on our young student who's learning about the world. Let's see here. I can kind of get it straight. It's southwest straightest, but it's not the west. Okay, so I've got a few more single rows to go. These are the things that. Oop, this is so long. Oh my gosh, so long. And it's rainbowy. I love the rainbows, the prisms, pretty prism colors. I love the LGBTQ community, people. I'm not yet. I don't know. I should. I don't know. How does one get in? They just say, da 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 da. And they have this culture. I am not familiar with this culture. I don't know. I have this little box, and I don't know how this blanket is going to keep fitting in this little box. And I still have to work on it. So let's go get up our student, our school student. So alarm is going off, and it's gone off, and let's see what happens then. It started for the day. See you guys tomorrow. Getting there, getting into routine, getting into more consistent filming. Love you guys. Love you. Love you. Love you all. I hope you guys have a good one. Until next we meet.